Hello, dear students. Welcome to the lesson number 3 in psycholinguistics. Today, we will be talking about psycholinguistic processes, namely speech comprehension. Scholars have been able to determine some processes involved in the psycholinguistic endeavor. So it has been found that these processes are speech comprehension, speech production, and speech acquisition or language acquisition. Okay, so we may have the use of language comprehension, language production, or speech. So you may find that in some books or articles they are used interchangeably. So concerning speech comprehension or language comprehension, it is actually necessary to state that the process of language comprehension usually precedes that of speech production. Okay, so first important note is that language comprehension comes first before language uh, production. It is a natural order, really, as even in the communication process. Okay, so it is obvious that listening precedes speaking. Speech comprehension is actually about understanding speech. Steinberg, Nagata, and Allen 2001 trace the beginning of speech comprehension from the womb. It was, however, impossible to finalize the very beginning of speech comprehension in children. Right? So these scholars worked or have been tracing the speech comprehension, like the start when speech comprehension starts. But it was very difficult to find the exact time or period in which speech comprehension starts in children. The attempt to investigate the less than 12 hours after the child was born could not show any significant ability of the neonate, that is newborn baby, to understand the mother's voice and react to it. Okay, yet the same extent of comprehension and reaction to the mother's voice could not be established after just 12 hours. All these show the impossibility of establishing the actual time that comprehension begins for humans. Okay, so it is very difficult, but it comes first or it comes before language production. That's for sure. Nonetheless, it is important to state that the essential thing about speech comprehension is the fact that it can occur in individuals once we can establish communication occurrence in terms of meaning making. This thus shows meaning as being basic to comprehension. Okay, it's important to state that the essential thing about speech comprehension is the fact that it can occur in individuals once they can establish communication occurrence in terms of meaning making. So this is how you can, you know, trace the comprehension, language comprehension in children once they can communicate, once they can make meaning. Okay, so Scoville 1998 regards comprehension as the ability of the listener or reader to be able to decipher the information being passed across. Again, it is about meaning. Once you decipher the meaning of something, that's when you decipher, that's where comprehension starts. According to Steinberg, Nagata, and Allen, 21, speech can only be comprehended if the person receiving the information can link the words in the language to concrete things, making communicating meaning within that language. Otherwise, communication even may be difficult. Okay, so when the communication or the language comprehension starts, when a person um, is able to relate words in a language to concrete things, to tangible things in real life. That's where the meaning or the communication starts. Well, thank you very much for your attention. So this was just about language comprehension. We will go into see language production and acquisition in the next videos.